Show the ugly parts of you to your therapist. Be mad. Show them anger. Show them your messy side. Say things that you feel about your therapist that you were like, oh my God, I shouldn't say that. Say it to them. Say, hey, I have this weird thought. Or last session, that comment you made really hurt my feelings. And I've been thinking about that. And I'm thinking about dropping out of therapy. But I wanted to come here and talk to you about it. I actually, in my treatment, I'm so I work with a lot of people with personality disorders or social anxiety and relationship issues that is like a central part of my treatment. I say in the beginning, like, if you have a problem with me, if you have a feeling, a negative feeling, a bad reaction, you want to get out of here, you want to quit on me, great. I want to hear about that. So do me a favor and instead of just like running off and never seeing me again, like come into the next session and give it to me. Just tell me what I did wrong. Number one, this is an important part of relationships. Expressing your frustration, expressing what's not going well. That's how people learn, right? Your therapist is learning how to help you, right? They're not always, we're human. We're not always going to be here like, oh, I know exactly what to do to help. If there's something that we messed up, tell us, and then we could work through it together. And also, the most amazing, productive, insightful conversations come when people are talking about the elephant in the room in therapy. Sometimes the biggest changes I've seen in my patients are when I tell them about stuff that I don't like about them, right? Like frustrations I've had about them, judgments, times where I'm like, what? And I know how to say it. That's part of my training. I know how to say it in a way that is for their benefit. Like I'm not there just to trash on them, but I would say like, you know what? Sometimes it's hard for me to get a word in and to really like feel like we're talking through something because you talk the entire session and don't let me get a word in. Does that happen in other relationships? Right. So it's a delicate balance that I do, but talking about the problems in a relationship, that is such a unique thing that you can do in therapy that it's harder to do like with your boss or other kind of relationships. Therapists are like, great, that's the meat actually, right? It's like it usually happens after you guys get attached, like after like a month of working together or something, and then the bad stuff comes out, right? It's like, oh, like I want to humiliate the therapist, or I hate her, or I want to just run away because I'm afraid that she actually is judging me. That's the important stuff in the therapy. Talk to the therapist about that. I've had patients who were so awesome that they were like pissed at me for months and I could feel it, right? Like I could kind of get a sense. I'm sure there's a lot of therapists, patients who were pissed at me and didn't say anything, but I was like, that last session, he didn't seem that thrilled by what I was saying. He kind of went silent. What's that all about? And they were honest with me. They were like, I felt like you were kind of a jerk, or I had my suspicion, or I didn't like what you blah, blah, blah. And we would have the best breakthroughs. Oh my God. First of all, it's like talking about the elephant in the room just like opens up a whole new level of therapy. It's like, then I can give them my perspective on that same situation, right? So they could say, wow, like it's almost kind of like looking behind the curtain or like popping up the hood and looking at an engine and how it works is like they're like I felt like you were judging me, and I was like, oh wow, that's what you thought. You thought I was judging you. Actually, I was super tired and I looked probably unhappy. Huh, that's so interesting. Does this happen outside of this therapy, like this therapy relationship? Do you ever feel like people are judging you when you're not sure what they're feeling, right? And so it's a way to like break down this social dynamics and be like, you might be having this problem elsewhere, but in here we could workshop it. In here we can talk openly about it. You're not risking anything, right? This is literally what we're trying to do is figure this out. The best conversations in therapy have been through talking about frustrations about each other. So, um so good. It's just so good. So please, like, if you're like, I want to quit my therapist, tell them that. right? And then see how they react.